opening shot. Dark clouds creeping over a restless city. Mumbai's heartbeat thumps like a tension drum. Cut to a police convoy slicing through traffic. Voiceover drops in steady and cinematic. There are days the world remembers, and then there are days that vanish into the cracks between headlines. This story is about one such day. A day so ordinary that no one noticed when it began. And yet, it carried the weight of a quiet earthquake. Our narrator for this long road is a man who has lived with danger long enough to smell it before it knocks. Prakash Rathod, police commissioner. A man shaped by years of duty, loss, and the strange intimacy shared between a city and its protectors. He begins his tale not with sirens, but with something far slower. Memory. A memory of a day that still sits on his shoulder like a shadow with unfinished business. The city that never sits still, Mumbai. Morning. The usual chaos blooming everywhere. Street vendors warming the day with sizzling pans, trains spilling people like water, and the sea wind stretching its salty fingers across the skyline. But beneath the city's noisy pulse, something else is stirring. Something small, something precise, something deliberate. A stranger steps into the crowd. No name, no theatrics. Just a man with a plan tucked under the quiet of his own footsteps. He enters a humble government building. Nothing special, just gray walls, fading paint, and the usual bureaucratic fatigue. But the man walks like someone borrowing the city for one final errand. He takes a seat, unpacks his tools, fades into the background. The day has begun. A call that bends the police force. Rathod's office is its usual battlefield of phone calls, files, and impatient coffee. But then, a call arrives. Not a threat, not a scream, just a voice. A calm, disciplined voice that feels oddly prepared, like someone rehearsed the very heartbeat of each word. He claims to have planted bombs around Mumbai. Not for ransom, not for ideology, but for something else, something he refuses to reveal yet. He wants certain men released from custody, criminals with blood on their hands and rage carved into their histories. Rathod has heard every brand of madness. But this voice is different, measured, steady, and worst of all, believable. Storm at headquarters. Every corridor in the police headquarters lights up with urgency. Special units assemble. Bomb squads scatter across the city. Cyber teams start peeling through digital footprints like archaeologists brushing dust off old bones. But the stranger, he knows the police rhythm a little too well. He predicts their questions. He anticipates their moves. He leaves no digital shadow. And the more they search for him, the more invisible he becomes. Inside the building where he operates, he keeps working. Calm, focused, almost surgical in his isolation. The city, unaware of the ticking risks buried under its feet, goes on with its usual drama. And that is what makes the day more dangerous. Horror hiding inside normalcy. The pressure builds. Rathod must make decisions that weigh like iron. Release hardened criminals, respond to an anonymous caller, trust a stranger who refuses to reveal anything about himself. The police force splits into storm fronts. Some officers argue he's bluffing. Others swear the threat smells real. External agencies start circling. Every politician within reach wants answers fast, but offers absolutely no help. The man on the phone watches the chaos from somewhere unknown, like a puppeteer tugging strings with steady fingers. And Rathod moves from room to room, switching between fury and calculation. He's pulled into a psychological duel with a man he cannot see, cannot name, and cannot predict. But one thing is clear. The caller believes he is right, dangerously right. The city as a chessboard. As the tension tightens, Mumbai begins to resemble a chessboard with invisible players. Officers race to search locations the caller hints at. The bomb squad treats every suspicious object like a snake coiled in darkness. The media senses smoke and rushes to turn it into a wildfire. Rumors scatter like startled birds across tea stalls and street corners. And through all this, the caller continues shaping the day with the calm of someone watering plants. Rathod realizes something. This isn't a hostage taker, not a fanatic, not a politician's puppet. This is a man with a mission shaped by something deeply personal and deeply painful. But Rathod still cannot see the whole picture. Not yet. Tension just before the break. Hours pass like minutes. Negotiations twist and turn. Pressure mounts from every direction. The criminals demanded by the caller are prepared for movement. A police team escorts them toward a critical point. The day begins to taste like inevitability. The caller's tone never breaks, never rises, never slips.
Please subscribe for more videos, comments, share, and like.